want to first find out how you're doing in quarantine. I'm finding that I'm getting more kid time. Is that the same with you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and it sucks, right? No, it's been,
No. Listen, to your point,
it's hard.
I'm not a fan of my family. I don't like them. And I find them off-putting.
Yeah, no, exactly. And knowing that I'm 50% responsible for how off-putting they are is real humbling.
I think you're 80%. I think you're 80% responsible.
Certainly with my daughter.
I've met your wife. She's lovely. Yeah. No, you may be 90% responsible for any negative qualities.
I'm louder. It's just because I'm louder. I take up more space. That's all. but yeah, no, we've been getting after it. It's our kids are Otis is 6, Daisy's 4, and they it's been a lot of. Well, with Otis, I've been taking him through the classics. We've been doing Star Wars, and
you watch the classic movies. That's great.
We're taking them through that because that's I'm not a good teacher. I was never good at, even when I taught improv, at teaching level 1. I was not. I'm not Ted Lasso in that way. He's a much better person and teacher and leader and coach than I am. But going through, starting with the Phantom Menace and working through, we're our next one is Empire Strikes Back. But it's been a super fun way and very interesting way to teach, and I'm sure numerous people know this, to teach good and evil to your kids, and just how much they care and how much to have your little boy sit there and watch Anakin Skywalker get more and more angry as this Palpatine dude is putting, whispering things in his ear. I mean, I kind of have to I'm watching it with the eyes of what's going on in the news today. I'm like, oh yeah, no, Palpatine's a son of a bitch. He would absolutely be getting rid of mailboxes right now. I see what this slick MF is trying to pull. I get it. I see this coming a mile away.
That's a great way to teach your kids morality. I did it when my kids were really little. I made them watch Goodfellas, and
Yep.
And I just basically, so that they could learn that if the mob wants to take over your restaurant, don't do it because they're going to sell. And it was not the good lessons they needed to learn, not as clear cut as what you're talking about.
It's good fellas, not good lessons, right? I mean, that's it's right there in the title. But we just watched E.T. this weekend. We started too late on Saturday night, thinking, we'll do it, wait till the dark. But boy, our little guy freaked out. He was so sad when the spaceship, spoilers everybody if you haven't seen ET, but when the spaceship takes off and leaves ET on Earth, he freaked out in a way that was I felt, again, 80% responsible. It's I've never done that to you. I got immediately defensive. Right. It's he went to his bed and was just it's just so sad. And it was mostly because he was tired because he watched it the next day. And the whole time trying to figure out, Daisy is hilarious. Daisy, when Peter Coyote's character shows up with the keys and he's kind of ominous and you don't know who he is, she's just uh-oh, here come the cops.
She knows that at what age?
She's 3.5. Right. She's oh boy, here come the cops. Here we go.
Hide the weed. She has all these outdated ideas.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, are your kids aware that you played a stormtrooper in The Mandalorian? Do they know? Because that would give you the ultimate street cred, I would think.
Otis is definitely aware. We haven't watched Mandalorian. We're not doing the full universe, just the 9 films. So he hasn't watched Mandalorian yet. But he got to come to set that day. When myself and Adam Pally, who I know we got that call. I mean, yeah, man. The 6 to 10-year-old boy in me was yes, I'll do it, absolutely. And then the fact that it eventually came out that that when that thing aired and my character, as does Adam's, punches Baby Yoda.
Yes, I was going to talk about this.
That hasn't come up yet. I don't think they don't know that yet. But
let's talk about this. The entire internet came down on top of you because your character, as the stormtrooper, you punch Baby Yoda. We have that scene right now. Let's take a look.
Waiting confirmation. Knock it off.
And there you go.
There it was. Yeah.
Did you improvise that? Please tell me that.
I wish.
Just what you do when you see a Baby Yoda.
Exactly. Just haul off on a great Santini style. No, the craziest thing about that is I did that thing months earlier, and it was one afternoon. again, truly dream come true, dressing up like that, doing it, Otis coming down, and then went away, and then did 100 other things, writing the Ted Lasso show, shooting the all this stuff, life goes on. And then they rolled those episodes out, one at a time. And Otis and I were sitting in here, playing video games or something, I forget, on a Saturday or Sunday morning, and Olivia comes in with her phone and she goes, "Hey, you're trending on Twitter." And I was like, "Oh, how about that?" And I'm not on, Twitter, right, actively in that way. And so immediately I was like, wait, why? In today's age, it's like, wait, am I dead? Did I die? Am I canceled? What happened? And it was that I was being canceled in real time, that it was like, you hit Baby Yoda. And I had like that moment, like the end of Sixth Sense or Ratatouille, where I'm just like, oh, right. I should have been able to anticipate 2.5 months earlier, when Baby Yoda became like the belle of the ball, on the internet and everything. Everybody talking about it. I totally forgot that. Oh yeah, I backhand this little.
You haul off icon. And you really wail on Baby Yoda, and that's a career. I think that's a career killer. I'm sorry.
You would think, but because you couldn't see my face, because people, I can always say that it was, that they manipulated that. I didn't know they were going to do that.
CGI.
I had some,
exactly. They CGI'd your arm. That's what they did.
Exactly. It's like, I'll be damned. How did that happen? Yeah, it was all. So I'm still dealing with it. I know what Jim Gaffney's going through. I get it.